Hello. Now we will go through methods of manufacturing of tablets. Tablets can be manufactured by two different methods. First is granulation and second one is direct compression. Granulation can be of two types, wet granulation and dry granulation. So first we will go through granulation. Granulation is the process in which primary powder particles are made to adhere to form large multi-particle entities called granules. Now, why is it necessary to form the granules, or what is the reason behind granulation, or what is the importance of granulation is also needed to be seen. So granules are prepared to prevent the segregation of constituent of powder mixture. Particle size variation will cause segregation in hopper, which results in weight variation, as larger or low density particle in hopper will remain at the top, which cause weight variation. This will not occur if the granules are manufactured, which will have the same size, and hence there will not be any segregation. Next, to improve the flow properties of the mixture, granules are prepared. Many powder, because of their small size, irregular shape or surface characteristic, are cohesive and do not flow well, which results in weight variation, whereas granules have good flow properties, so weight variation will not occur. Next, to improve the compaction characteristic of the mixture, granules are prepared. Powders are difficult to compact even after using adhesive, but granules are easy to compact. Often binder post granulation during drying migrate towards the surface, which create binder-binder bonding. Next reason behind formation of granule is to reduce the dusting during manufacturing. Granulation of toxic material will reduce this, because the powder will no longer be available, so there will not be dusting. Method of granulation, as we have already discussed, there are two methods of granulation: wet granulation and dry granulation. Wet granulation, in which liquid is used during granulation, and dry granulation, in which no liquid will be used. Now we will see about wet granulation. The most popular method of granulation or formation of tablet is wet granulation. Wet granulation is the process of adding a solution binder to the powder mixture. The amount of liquid should be properly monitored and managed, because overweighting may result in granules which are too hard and brittle, and underweighting may result in granules that are too soft and friable. Now we will go through steps or procedure involved in wet granulation. So the step 1 is weighing and blending. So you first have to weigh all the intragranular material and blend them properly. Next, addition of the binder solution. Next step in this is addition of binder solution. It is also called as wet massing, where the needed quantity of the binder or binder solution is added in the powder and the dough is prepared. Next step is screening of the dough or dump mass into pellets or granules. So this dough or the dump mass which is formed is passed through sieve number 6 or 8, and then the pellets or granules, the larger granules, are prepared. Next step is drying. Drying will be done in thermostatically controlled oven to the constant LOD, that is loss on drying. Next step is dry screening. So those large granules formed will be screened to 22 mesh held over 44 mesh, so that the size reduction can occur. Step 6 is mixing with the other ingredients, especially the extra granular material like lubricant, antiadherent, glidant is added to the granules by blending with granules. Here, these materials are never added intragranularly because they may form a coat on the drug and which may then interfere with the dissolution and hence the absorption of the drug. Also, mixing in this step is done just for 5 to 10 minutes, not more than that, because if you will continue mixing it for more duration, then the lubricant or antiadherent and glidant, which are hydrophobic in nature, will form a coat on granules and then it may hamper the disintegration process and hence the dissolution as well as absorption of the drug. Some of the other extragranular material which may be blended in this step are binder, colorant and disintegrant. The last one is tableting, that is compression. Here the granules will be fed into dye cavity and then compressed using the punches. There are certain limitations with weight granulation process. The first one is that it involves multiple separate steps. So it is a lengthy process. It is not suitable for heat and moisture sensitive drug because the drying is involved. So thermolabile drug may get degraded and moisture sensitive drug may also get degraded if the water will be used as binding material. Next is that it is more time consuming process, and the last limitation is that number of equipment needed are more in comparison with other methods of manufacturing of tablets like dry granulation and direct compression. So this is all about weight granulation. Thank you.